picture is important. Stay forever.
I don't forget it.
Yeah, yeah. I just want to share with you guys, when we became Crown Diamond ABs, it was a challenge. I never talked to nobody about what happened there. It was so stressful. And at a certain point, I was asking to myself, what am I doing here? We already became a millionaire. And I remember one of those days, it was almost 4 days before we came back home, and we had a meeting. And to go to the meeting, we gotta walk close a plaza. And in that plaza was all the mess, bombs, gas, that you can imagine. And John told me, I'm going to dress up with jeans and the most ugly clothes that you have. And for me, it was hard, When I put my Fendi glasses, okay, glasses. And I went through the plaza, and I saw, I couldn't, when we were in the middle of getting close to the plaza where all the mess, I couldn't even breathe. Because the bomb that they threw was the gases. Well, we knew we had the meeting, we gotta get in there on time. And even my husband said, okay, let me take a picture of you. I said, are you crazy? We're already millionaire and having picture here to anybody see what we're doing? He said, Blanca, you have to remember that day because it's unique in your life. But that's why I love John. You see, he always see the thing and other points, the positive point. Because that moment maybe it won't be again in my life. It's just one moment. And then that day we went to the meeting. It was amazing how we focused those people to the positive to become, because we would like to achieve 1% diamond. It was Dimitrios Gagis in Greece. And the focus wasn't John, our focus was, he finished that day as a diamond. And it is unbelievable because I was wondering how these people can be here and listen all the stuff outside, it's all mess. And it was about a lot of people in the meeting. It was about 200 people, no bus, no cars can go through the city because police everywhere. And it was really sad. It was really sad view. But when we get out from the meeting, it was about 5 o'clock, right? 5, 6 o'clock, and we get inside the taxi to go back to the hotel. And it was so hard to find a taxi, but we find one taxi. When we're getting close to the hotel, 3 minutes away from the hotel was all the mess again. And the taxi says just something to John in Greek, because I don't speak Greek, I just know a couple of words. And I saw John's face, he said, no. And I said, what he say? He said, he didn't want to tell me. He said, we gotta get out of the taxi. And I said, I won't get out, I want to stay here. And he said, Blanca, they are great, you better get out. And I went out of the taxi, and I was so nervous. Because I saw people running, all the stuff. But I got stronger, and I told John, I want to call my daughter. I don't know how that feeling, And I called my daughter, and that moment, he said, why do you want to talk to her? I said, I need to talk to her now. And when I called her, she was crying. Right there was like a 4 o'clock or 5, and in America it was about 9. And she said, Mommy, I was dreaming to you that you're never going to come back.
Wow.
And I was wondering to me, what I'm doing here? Because sometimes you don't know the reason for it. And I told to her, you know what, sweetie? You better, feel good. I will coming back. I promise you, I will coming back. With that, when you feel that secure, that you will do something that you need to do, because I don't want to leave my daughter alone. And when John found out a taxi, the same thing happened. He went 5 minutes, and you gotta get out. And through to go to the hotel, it was bomb everywhere, police and stuff, But it was something like it gave me that force to be there. And sometimes it's important to find it. Who is the person that gives you the force to continue to do something? And when finish all the stuff, we get in the hotel, and the next day we saw the difference became diamond, and it was. I would feel so happy, and I find out because people started to call me and say, guys, you are an angel. I didn't have the money to pay my house. I didn't have the money to buy food. And they started to calling John and I angels. And sometimes you have to find the reason for something. And I told John, I risked my life, to be honest with you, in this place. It wasn't like, it's something like you go here or there and you are safe, that you never know what happened in those countries. But we pay the price. Sometimes we have to pay the price. I won't tell you, you gotta go to what is a mess. But sometimes you have that feeling that you do something because that thing is gonna, it's gonna fill for your life with good things. And it become count, to be honest with you, it was more than we can expect it because what we had done there is pay us. It's a value. It's not a value, it's a priceless. Because we feel really, like we did something that you cannot do it often. But this is what I want to share with you. That's why I told, because he says something that coming from your heart and that coming from my heart. Because I can tell you many things that John can do it. Because John, he has a big feet and and big goals. But for me, it's totally different. I have a different personality. I just follow his lead.
Well, she's a very strong woman. But when we got there, things were very tight. It was a mess. But the same thing applies here. Sometimes everybody's life is a mess. But you don't see it as a mess because simply you don't see no shooting, no bombing, no tear gases, no strikes. Buses are everywhere, you can get taxed. I mean, there it was a mess. But in my mind, it wasn't the situation. I could not see this. Yeah, I can see it. But it wasn't affecting me because the purpose was stronger than what was going on. Going from zero to diamond to blue to black to brown, whatever the title is, it's not about the title only, it's about you. Mm-hmm. And most people, they don't know what they want. They just hear the #1 lifestyle in the world and have no clue what that is. We just repeat the same phrase, but we don't know the meaning. It's very hard for people to understand and grasp, really grasp, what it really means. It's not about the money. It's way beyond the money. It's about you changing or transforming yourself to a better person, a stronger one. And that takes a lot of energy. And to get there, you need to understand where you came from, who you were, who you are today, and where you want to go. Many times we don't listen what the loved one is telling us. I didn't listen for the first 3 months. I just couldn't listen. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I got it. But we don't get it until it hits you. When it hits you, when you really make a decision, that decision will drive your business. Sometimes decisions are painful. I had to let go of Louis and Angela. I had to piss him off. I really did. I'm telling you his face right now. Because when he needs my help, I want to give it to him from my heart. But I have an upline who I will always counsel with. Should I go? He said no. So he said, no, I'm not going. Did it bother me? Absolutely. Do I want to be there with him and every other night? Absolutely. Because I care about them. But if I care them enough, I should listen to somebody who's been there before me, who knows more than me. And that kind of acceptance sometimes is difficult because we care about our people. Well, if you care enough about them, let them go a little bit. Let them grow a little bit. Sometimes, I remember in an Africa in Jamaica, she didn't let me go out for dinner. Who was in Jamaica? Those who were set fires in Jamaica, you guys had dinner, remember? I wasn't in that room, was I? She didn't let me go in because I was not a re-qualified fully Sephard again. Did it bother me? Did it piss me off? Oh, you better believe it. I was further pissed at him. I was. I'm your Latino leader, man. I have 40 people. I'll be 40. And he said, no, I cannot get in there. That was a great lesson. If you don't requalify, don't even think to get in. Who's to be blamed? You. You are a diamond, it's your fault. Why is it your fault? Because you haven't made a decision yet and you're not listening. Sometimes it's painful, absolutely. We cannot grow with no pain. No pain, no gain. Mm. Now I will give you tips to make it less painful and make it very easy for you. How many of you really have you put on a paper, have you really projected your next 12 to 18 months on a paper? Exactly how many people are you going to have the next 12 to 18 months in your total business? You don't know. And it's so easy to duplicate. It's so easy to project it. Go back 6 months, look at your average monthly new people in your business and multiply by 18. That will give you the projected number of people coming into your business. Take your volume, divide it by the number of people you are active, and it's going to show you the average consumption per person. You take that amount with the amount of people every single month, and you're going to see when or by when you should be developing the new piece. Now you know in your mind, and you can see it every day, where you're going. And if you don't hit the volume on a daily basis, goes 3 days, go by and the volume is not moving, take action before it's too late. He said many times, 2020. But don't stop on 2020. He said 6 months and then do it all over again. 6 months what? Foundation, 6 months leadership, 6 months growth, right? And do it all over again. Sometimes, you know, 20, you said it so good, man. 20, 30, 40, 50,000 a month. It's a lot of money. That's what I thought. When you go to different levels, there's more money coming in. Then you look back, 20, 30, it's, what was that? You do that in 3 days, 4 days. So no income claim again. But it's not
yeah, because you just might motivate those diamonds.
I want to make that. Yeah. The thing of it is you're going to go through stages, but you need to be aware of those stages. I give you an example. A year ago, in December of last year, I went to buy a suit, a blue suit. My first most expensive suit in my whole life.
The blue diamond suit.
$2,800, yeah. I couldn't let my credit card go. I was thinking, why am I spending for pants and a jacket? Finally, I let go. It took me some time. It was a mind, I'm telling you, it was going like crazy in my mind. Why am I doing this? But I had to let go. But once I let go, in here, I started thinking different. I put the suit on, I felt so much different. Felt so much different. Felt so much different that everybody saw it. Because what we wear every day, we have a body, that's our suit. You have emotions, feelings that are intangible, that they will trigger every single day by the way you think. And the only one that controls your thoughts is you. So if you can control your thoughts, why not create the thoughts that you want to create to get where you want to go? Who can create the thoughts? You do. How you can create them? By writing them down. By taking pictures, by looking at it. You may not have the right feeling today how to be a millionaire today. What I said many times, practice. How you practice, paying the price. How do you pay the price? As a diamond, and I'm not going to say go spend money, but start to increase your lifestyle. Go to a better hotel, pay a little bit more, pay a little bit more, buy fuel a little bit more, start expending a little bit more, but allow your people to see that you are expending. Don't keep it for yourself. New people all the time. Because you don't know what's going to happen to the one that you already have. You just don't know what they want. As long as you know what you want. And let them know that you know what you want. And start competing with your own self to become a better person. You can't compete with anybody else, compete with you. Be a better person. If you're a couple, we all have issues. But try to be better, both, as a team. And try to understand the value of edification. That's not about you. It's my group. No, it's not. Your group is today, it's going tomorrow. New people, and like I did in Dallas, I brought the people from Greece. I present my guy in grid. Hey, listen, this is my new front line. This is my new front line. This is my new front line. Oh, he has a lot of front line. Oh, yes, I do. Sometimes you have to let go and go somewhere else and do it all over again. Show them, what do you say? There is a
pressure.
word that you put
Indirect
tension.
pressure.
What was it?
Indirect pressure.
And direct pressure. Put a plan of action, come with your people and let them know. I'm telling everybody, October the 10th is our anniversary, we will be Crown Ambassadors. How do I know? Because I know. Do I really know? Yes, I do. Is there any check that may not happen? Doesn't exist. I cannot see that it cannot happen. But sometimes you wonder, well, if it doesn't happen this month, it's going to happen next month. There is no next month. If you put in your mind, like August, whoever is in diamond right now, there is no September. It doesn't exist. Does it exist?
Nope.
Do we know I'm going to wake up tomorrow alive? Do I have any clue? No, I don't. All I know is what it is today. So this month is the only month yet. There is no more. What would you do if Organa Gold says, if you don't go blue in August, September 1st, your qualification goes back to Sapphire? Seriously, what would you do? Think about it. If that was true, if that's the case, that September 1st, every single diamond is not a blue, it goes back to the qualification of a Sapphire, what would you do? No. Think about it. Would you let go several tens of thousands of dollars to go back to square one? No. What would you do? You will be desperate.
That's the only way you're going to go.
Desperation will cause your mind to think in a different way. There will be no excuses. I don't care if it's a bombing or a shooting. That's it. You need 4 hours of sleep. Can you be that intense? Absolutely. Because if you have kids and somebody kidnapped them, God forbid that one. But if somebody kidnapped the kids, what would you do to go blue? Whatever it takes. That's the intensity that you have to have in your mind, because the longer you stay diamond, I promise you, your group will go backwards. Because what they're thinking about, if my diamond, right, it's a diamond for a year, what am I supposed to do then? I better go back to Ruby. You grow, they grow with you. You build their belief. So it is your responsibility. And you deserve more. You really deserve more, but do you really believe you deserve more? You got to do whatever it takes. So today, this is what you're going to say. I'm telling you. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I know exactly the volume every 6 hours. Take your last 6 months. How many people came in your business? Take the average, multiply by 12. Take your volume divided by the people. See what's the monthly, the percentage per person. Multiply by the number of people. And increase by 10% every month. And make a commitment that every 90 days minimum, maximum, you're going to be jumping to another pin. Make a commitment. Every 90 days, new pin. Sapphire, ruby, emerald, diamond, blue, black. Keep moving. Stretch yourself. Make it a little bit painful. It's okay. Believe me, it pays off. It pays off.
Now, what is it? What are some of the things that you do that keeps you driving and saying, "I want to go for more"? Because you accomplished a lot, but what causes you to say, "Okay, I need to go to the next level"?
One of the power points that I've shared with some of the Latinos is many people have goals, many people have reasons, but very few have purpose. And the purpose is the one that's going to get you going. The reason will get you started. We all get in the business because we needed the money. That was the reason. We needed the money. But right now we don't need the money. We want more for different reasons. But what's the purpose? I get excited when I take a new group and I talk to people, because I found my niche. Because it happened from martial arts, it happened from my military, 2 years in the military. I realized that I am a good trainer. But I'm worthless.
Yes, that's true. Give it a hand.
But I'm a worthless trainer if my people are not growing. So what's my purpose? To allow my people to grow with me at the same pace. So you need to find your own purpose. It's not about the money. It's not about the lifestyle. It's about the feeling that you're going to experience as you grow as a human being. And the only way we can do this, the only way we can accomplish $1 billion company in less than 3 years, it's in our hands.
Yeah.
It's in our hands. If you only know, if you can only see how many people we're going to bless in the next less than 3 years, how do you feel right now as a diamond? Seriously. When you see a brand new person from Sapphire to Ruby in 30 days, how do you feel? Do you feel excited?
Yeah.
Do you feel happy? Do you get emotional attached to that success?
Yeah.
But multiply that by 1,000. That's what we live for. It's not about, it doesn't need the money. I see the Rolls Royce. It's only $500,000. But it's not about the wheels. It's about he's helping everybody to grow mentally. You need to allow your groups to grow with you. But don't buy excuses. Detach yourself from the existing lines. Be there, let them know that you're here. Hey, when you come, I'm here. But you work somewhere else. New people, new people, new people, new people, new people, new people. You want to help people? New people. We cannot be $1 billion company with existing people. We just can't. So make it in your mind, September, it doesn't exist. When we went to Greece, among all this mess and the shooting, how would you feel, how would you react right now if right there where the trees are, you see smoke, fire, boom, boom, boom all the time, screaming around me, a mess. I say, stop! I'm here, right here. Stop looking over there. Right here, I'm here, right here. That takes a lot of control. But I had a purpose. I had to get it done. And you know when you went diamond, you had to get it done. Well, this month you got to go blue. The game is over. Stop playing around. Seriously. Sometimes people don't like my attitude, but it is what it is. I get things done. You know why? Because they deserve it and you deserve it. But they got to see you growing, otherwise they're going to stay behind. You are slowing down the process. From not going blue, you have slowed down the entire process by having fun and enjoying yourself. You don't know what it is. When you go, I cannot tell. Go back at the beginning when you were a Sapphire or going to Ruby, and you bought whatever, it doesn't matter how much it was, you bought something that you could not afford before, yes or no?
Yes.
Whatever it was. Doesn't matter how much it was, which it does, but it doesn't matter. How did you feel?
Great.
Wow. Now multiply that by several $1,000s that you can do the same thing without feeling anything. Without feeling anything. Without thinking, if I do this, what will happen next week or next month?
That's my wife.
Yeah, she knows. So it's not about the money, it's about, hold on a second, the freedom, time and money, total freedom, it's only in your hands. But you have to step out of your existing thinking and move on. You have to build yourself from within. You have to put it, this is a business, this is not an MLM company. This is a multi-billion corporation, and every business, serious business, they have to work based on a plan of action. And the plan of action has to be what? Every single day to meet the end. Most of the people, they're hoping for better volume. You can't hope for better volume. You have to create the volume. You have to see the volume. You have to develop the volume. But you have to identify the leaders and ask them two questions. You want me to be a friend or you want me to be a coach? As a friend, I will tell you whatever you want to hear. I'll make you feel good. But you're my friend. But as a coach, it's going to be painful. Oh, you're going to get pissed off. I will give you a simple scenario that I'm doing lately, and that it worked because we cannot do income claims, right? But legally, and I'm sure about that, I'm telling you, I'm going to release a secret right now.
This is a private diamond meeting. You can tell them what you want to tell them.
Private diamond meeting.
Okay. We cannot show nobody's our checks, but we can definitely show them how much you buy every month, right?
Yes.
I can do that. So when I went to Greece, my first meeting with the leadership, I told them, if you want to be a leader, I don't want to, no more BS, okay? I want to show me the copies of every single invoice of every single month that you've been purchasing your ownership of 200 or 450. Go back to back office, which is account history, and find out every single invoice is in there, and print it. Now, if you want me to work with you, I want to see 450 the first day of the month, every single month, because I have it. So I have my folder, I have 450 the day one of each month. Do you have it? No, then don't talk to me. Don't call me. I won't answer for the next one. Everybody went and got their ownerships. In 3 days, everybody was an ownership of 200. Guess what happened? Their income went up. Wow. So now everybody has now a folder with the purchases of every single month to document that they are leaders with 450 the first day of each month. Otherwise, you don't get in. You see what I'm saying? Document. Well, I cannot show income, but I can show my purchases. Can I do that legally? Absolutely. That's why I'm using the product for. You see what I'm saying? You gotta find ways. So, as a coach, you have to make your people accountable. Lately, what I've been doing with those who want to be in the coach team, every single Monday before 10 o'clock a.m., they sent me a small email with 3 things. How many new sponsors they have so far for the last week? Like Monday was yesterday, right? I got my email. So, John, 0 sponsors last week. My volume up to now is so much. And to my next level, which is Ruby or Emerald, I'm short so much volume. So I make them see their volume. I force them to see their qualification. I force them to realize that I haven't sponsored nobody. If you miss a week, I won't reply back to you. So he keeps sending email, I won't reply. So now everybody what? Fear of loss. That I'm going to lose the mentorship. But what you doing with that? You make them accountable. Every single Monday, now they are programmed their brains. They have to report to somebody what they do. That's why we're moving. So you have to be accountable for your business. Select your leaders, put them together. Tell them the Hawaii trip was magnificent. This is the news. You're going to work with those who are really want to succeed. Everybody else goes plan B. I'll be there, over the phone. It is what it is. This is a billion. We cannot build $1 billion business playing around. We just cannot do that. And we're going to do that with or without. I mean, we're moving around. I asked Mr. Holder for 2 or 3 more positions. We don't have one. Where are you going to go after that? You got to go somewhere. So think this week is for you to rebuild your belief and your vision. Seriously. This is a business. Take it extremely seriously. There is no September. This month, you got to go blue. Whatever it takes. Those who have more than 6 months in the business, over 6 months, you're going to go blue this month. Whatever it takes. Think about that. Organagor will put a note. September 1st, if you're not blue, you go back to Sapphire. Let's see how they're going to react. I would love to see that. See, I like pressure. So how would you feel? Go blue. Look at Luis. I'm telling you, he was wearing blue almost every day of the week. He painted himself inside blue. Blue. Now the blue's over, it's going black. September is over, it's going black. There is no excuse. That's it, right? Are you sure? Are you positive?
Yes.
The witness, positive. Francisco is going blue this month. You need to go blue this month. Whatever it takes. Whatever is necessary, whatever it takes. Do you agree? But schedule your plan, find your leaders, work with them, squeeze. It's okay, you can squeeze a little bit, politely. Get it over with. That's all I got to say.
Oh my
I'd like to
God.
thank Mr. Hogan and Shane. I cannot thank enough Hogan. I just cannot.